Molly, welcome. It is great to be here with you.
Hey, I am so stoked to be here. I'm so grateful for those of you that are here with us on Zoom. I'm grateful for everybody that's over in the chat as well. We have nugget winners to pull today. I am here in a hotel because I'm about to speak at an event in like 2 hours. So we are only doing an hour today. I brought my sparkly disco ball banana phone to make sure that I call in all of our future gratitudes, bring some fun to the party. And we are going to do a little recap up first. I'm going to go into some questions and then I just want you to give us a so good in the chat because this is so good. Let me know that you can hear me okay. We've got a little plan in place in case the hotel Wi-Fi totally backs out on me. I came and stayed at a hotel last night just so I could be here with you because I had to get to this event. I'm in Calabasas, California today. Okay, so stoked to be here with you. Let's just jump into these slides, yo. All right, so we got these slides going. Today is day 3 of the AI-powered social media business workshop using HighLevel. Like John said, we're going to be giving you all of the resources today. Get excited, they're coming soon. Okay, on day 1, we went through clarity in your brand and your services. So if you missed it, the replay is available. Go watch the replay. We did a really quick deep dive into how you can create a brand for yourself and also a brand guide for your clients using AI. That was the first thing that we did. Then we created that client brand guide, like I said, and then we dug into how you can create your own client marketing system. So this is using my favorite tool, HighLevel, which is this all-in-one magic. We called it yesterday SaaS magic. And we went through an overview of all the services that you can offer with HighLevel, which is sometimes called GHL. Then we went through the craziest thing ever. If it was bananas, if it was a nugget for you, how you can find your ideal clients right within the HighLevel platform and how to do a full marketing report for them with HighLevel blows my mind every time I see it. On day 2, we dug into your actual offer. We went into what you will offer. I gave you all of these guides on the different types of social media packages. If that was valuable for you, let me know in the chat. I love knowing that this is resonating. I told JB right before we started, I was like, I think maybe I gave too much in this workshop. But if you guys are okay with my overgiving, that's what I do. So just say like, give it in the chat. All right. And I got the questions on the side over here too. So I'm really like fully multitasking. I love it. We went into a deep dive of how you can create content within the HighLevel platform. Some of those things, like those of you that were there, that chiropractor post that we did about the glow sticks, I've been thinking about it all day because it was so funny. So we used HighLevel's AI to create content. I gave you some really cool ways to use ChatGPT to create content. I showed you how to create your own custom GPT. We also dug deep into the messenger automation and pipelines. And let me tell you, I added that little thing into the workflow that I taught you about yesterday, where you can put on the end of the workflow when someone comments on a post, you can add them into your pipeline stage. I don't know why I hadn't added that in there before. I am stoked. So we're going to talk a little bit about the messenger automation thing today. The pipelines, all of that was really awesome. We'll be talking more about pipelines today too, because we're talking about sales. Yesterday, we were supposed to cover sales pages and products. We're actually going to do that today. It's the first thing we're going to do, so get excited. This is what we're going to do today, those sales pages and products. And then we're going to go into how to launch your social media business. So putting your offers out into the world, how to actually make sure that you're following up strategically. We're going to talk about some cool automated ways to follow up and making sales. If you're ready to make sales, give me a sales in the chat. Okay, here are the bonuses that you're going to be getting. There's a few others that I've added in just because I love this community and I'm so grateful to be here with you guys and just honored to be a partner with HighLevel. I just love it so much. So when you stay till today, this is the day, y'all. When you stay till today, you're going to get the AI brand voice guide written out, the written prompts to be able to create that, plus the GPT. You're going to be getting a social media package guide. It's a whole list of all these different things that you can offer, starting with a small package to a big package, a social media services sheet, all the different types of things that you can offer. So if you missed that one, It is a full written guide that you can use as an example. Remember, these are examples. You don't want to just copy and paste exactly what I'm giving you, but use these as examples to be able to create different social media packages that make it very clear for your ideal client. I was going to say audience. That's not the right word. Make it very clear for your ideal client exactly what's right for them. So you're going to get that. If you missed it, I went over it yesterday. Go watch the replay. I'm also giving you our AI social snapshot. So this AI social snapshot, if you're new to HighLevel, I'm going to show you how to install it today. If you're new, don't worry. What this does is it gives you all of these templates all in one. You're going to get landing pages like websites. You're going to get calendars. So if you actually use calls to book people into your programs or whatever, you're going to, or your services, if you use calls, you get calendars. You're going to get automations, all the automations that I showed you yesterday, plus even more workflows, automations, so that you don't have to individually message people. I met with a client the other day and they were manually sending the first email that someone gets after buying something. And I got into their account, their HighLevel account, and I was like, oh, let me fix this for you. So you're going to save so much time. You're also going to get the pipelines. There's a really amazing basic marketing pipeline. And I think we have another bonus pipeline for you in there too. We'll look at that today. Email templates. So when you create a free gift of some sort, we're going to have an email that is sent to them right away, plus a follow-up sequence. I'm giving you that because you're here and you signed up and you're getting the trial and you're jumping in. And I'm doing this because I know that when you actually show up and put the action in, you use this stuff, you will be set up for success. We're also going to give you text message and social media message templates. Now, remember, these things are awesome, but they only work if you actually use them. So make sure that you go in, get that 30-day trial of HighLevel. You'll have the whole HighLevel team to support you in questions. I can support you. Reach out if you have questions. 30 days to try this out, to put these things into place. You could definitely launch the whole business within 30 days. I think many of you could do it in a weekend, in a week. It's something that if you really dedicate the time, set aside the time to learn how to do this, it has completely changed my life. When I set aside time to learn things like this, it always pays off in the future. So I did a little really quick thing inside ChatGPT, and I got to pull it up over here. I listed your questions from yesterday. And so I just want to, oh my gosh, I may have closed my ChatGPT window. I'm going to go through and just answer just one or two of the questions that came in yesterday. If you have questions actually right now, if there's something that you wanted to get asked, I'm on Facebook looking at the question thread right now. Do you guys have any questions? Let me just start with those of you that are here live. I actually went back to yesterday's recording and I was in there answering questions last night. So I think I got you guys pretty covered, but I can take like 2 minutes for questions right now, just because we have a lot to cover. I'm going to give you that right now in the chat. So drop them in the chat. I'm on my way to look there right now. And while you're thinking about your questions, we are also going to do a nugget giveaway. So the nugget giveaway goes like this. You put your best takeaways, your best nuggets in the chat. We will pick one at the end of the training today. And then I'm going to give away, yesterday we gave away my book, Choose Confidence. And I have another children's book called Finding My Awesome. We gave a copy of each of those away. And I have a nugget winner today too. I had ChatGPT pick it. I took all of the questions. I put them into ChatGPT. And let me just show you where they are. So here they are. This is how I did it. I just dropped them all in there. And the nugget winner is Kathy White. She said nugget, content planner. That was her nugget. So Kathy White, you know what, Kathy? You're going to win. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You're going to win Choose Confidence as well. So we'll send you a copy of Choose Confidence. Just email me at Molly at The Prepared Performer. You guys can't see JB dancing over here necessarily unless you're on Zoom, but it's awesome. Thank you for dancing. Okay. And let's go look at these questions. So Lori Joyner asked, is our test account supposed to have the same menu options? So I'm going to show you today that there's actually two different menus that you can toggle between when you are here inside HighLevel. So I'll cover that today. John Collins said they did not receive the email with the prompts. No, you shouldn't have gotten it because today is the day. So if yesterday you felt like it was Christmas Eve and you were like, oh my gosh, where are the goodies? I got you. They're coming today. They're coming today. A few of you asked me about how I'm customizing my dashboard, any of those kind of questions about like very specific things that I'm doing. Feel free to send me a message on Facebook. I'll tell you exactly, like, I'll point you in the right direction. I want to keep us super focused on the task today. So we're going to jump in. Are you ready? JB, are we ready to jump in?
So like the first day, it felt like we were on a cooking show. Second day felt like we were on a talk show on a 9 a.m. time slot in the middle of the week. And then I don't know what today's gonna feel like. I feel like today might be like lab day in science class. Like it's very,
I
very
was going to
follow
say,
the instructions or you're
I
in
was going
trouble.
That's I was gonna say today is more like Oprah because we're giving so much away, but I think you may be on a better path because I do need to stay focused on the task at hand. So yeah, we're all giving away all the cars. But yeah, we'll stay focused like lab class. So we're putting on our science glasses. So do this with your fingers. Put your fingers like this. Everybody take your fingers like this, and we're gonna put on just kind of ooh, we got on our glasses. We're going to get super focused as we dig in today. We're going to go into the platform, cover so much goodness, and I'm going to start screen sharing. I moved away from the slides. Okay, so oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is why I have a giant screen on my side because the slides are here somewhere. I just hid them.
And as you're tuning
Oh,
into this
goodness
and you're
gracious.
kind of just,
Yeah,
everyone has their own
sorry.
style. We've had some amazing people on this platform teach amazing members like all of you in high level. Everyone has their own style. You have to craft yours because once you get in this AI-ify mode and you start to follow us on our AI season journey all the way through the end of the year, you're going to need to start doing stuff like this for your business to talk and share and sell to one to many. So keep this in mind. This is one style you can use along with others, but having fun is so much important. So comment below if you're ready to go live, if you're ready to teach one to many. And Molly looks like she's sharing her screen. So let's get this party started.
I love it. All right. So we went through your brand voice. Make sure, write this down today. You've got to have your brand voice dialed in. That's the first thing you're going to do. Then you're going to make sure you fill out your company details sheet. We're going to give you the company details sheet today. Now, this is one thing that when I first started using HighLevel was actually a little bit confusing for me because, and one of my clients put it so well. When you first get into this tool, it's basically like you've combined legit 50 tools into one tool. So think of all the money that you're going to save because you're combining these tools into one. Where you may get a little stuck is when you combine all these tools into one, it can feel like you're being hit in the face with a million different options. Decision fatigue is a real thing. And so we want to make sure that when you come in here, you know that you can segment, you can put those blinders on, put those safety goggles on, and only look at the one thing that you need inside this platform. So when you go to the menu and you select an item on the menu, it's almost like you're opening a brand new tool. They're just all combined into one to save you money, to save you the effort of having to log in and connect all these tools. It is amazing. All right. So when you are creating your sales pages and your products, what you want to do is you're going to actually go in and inside the HighLevel platform, there is a place, there's a way that when you are inside a sub account. So let me just make sure I'm clear about this. You have two different types of accounts inside HighLevel. One is your agency account. And when you log in, that's what you're going to see. Within that agency account, you can create on the starting plan, you can create 3 sub accounts. On the full plan, you can actually create unlimited sub accounts, meaning you can sell them to unlimited clients. You can give them as bonuses when people are paying you, like for the services. That's what creates that extra stickiness. In order to create your products, you have to be inside a sub account. And so when you're inside the sub account, all you're going to do is you're going to go, and so it's like your own personal sub account. And all you're going to do is go into the payment tab inside the sub account. And I actually have this one pulled up so I can show it to you. I don't need to like log into anything. Inside the payment tab, you'll be able to see once you're in your sub account, right? Right over here, you'll be able to see this product section, and you're just going to create a product. And for every offer that you have, you'll create a new product. When you are creating that product, you're then going to connect that product to a sales page. And what is really awesome is that here inside HighLevel with this snapshot, we're going to be giving you sales page templates that you can connect that product to so people can go right to that product and buy it. So I'll just give you a little example of one of my products. Like this is a page that we built inside of HighLevel. It has the sales information. It has a little video here, which is not playing because of my Wi-Fi, all of this. And then at the bottom, what you can do is you can actually connect that product so that when they click this, they'll fill in a little form and fill out and be able to buy that product for you or from you for you. That'd be cool. They buy your own products for you. On the back end, what's really amazing is that you can automate, and we're giving you workflows for all of this. You can automate the first email that they get, the reminder emails. You can automatically add them to a course portal on the back end to get them started with their foundations. All of this is possible right within the tool. Okay, JB, is that good? Are we good on like how that works to move on then from there?
Yeah, and I'm just looking at it, from the perspective of you've pretty much broken it down where this is how you position it to the market, right? And
Yeah.
for those that have been with High Level for since the beginning or for more than 6 months, thank you for your patience with us just like explaining it to all. And I know that you already guys know sub accounts and all that good stuff, but here's what I want you to take a note of. What you know is good for you. It's how you teach others so they know it so it can be good for them. So as Molly's breaking this down, you'll notice in her style, you'll need to position this if you're an expert in techie. So that way the person who's not an expert or techie can actually adopt what you're selling them. And I just think that's important to say because I kind of go Speedy Gonzalez sometimes, and I lose my audience when I'm working with them and they're brand new because I'm assuming they know exactly what I know. So I appreciate you, Molly, just breaking this down because we take it for granted sometimes what the community may or may not be aware of when it comes to the platform.
You know what? This is such a good point. And this was what actually slowed down in the beginning because so many high level experts were obsessed with the tool and didn't step back a moment to think about what problem does Molly actually have that needs to be solved. Like, for example, there is a feature in HighLevel that is amazing called the automatic text back feature. Is that what it's called? Missed call text back feature. So if you are a local business and you get phone calls, it's really awesome because if you're a plumber and you miss a phone call, that could be a whole gig that's gone, right? I am mostly a digital business. I don't get phone calls very often. And so many high level businesses are like, oh, but you have to do the missed call text back. You have to do the missed call text back. And I was like, dude, I don't want people calling me. Like, I don't, if, you know, I don't, what's really important to me is an automation inside my DMs on Instagram. So it's going to be different for every person. So just to kind of show you again a little bit more about what he's talking about, this is our white labeled version of this tool. So we use my brand, which is very kooky. It's like colorful disco balls. I'm dancing on the computer, right? I've gotten very clear about my brand and how I am going to position this with my brand. When you get your own version of HighLevel, you can white label it and position it as your own brand, which is what that 297 and 497 version does for you. All of these things are features within HighLevel, and I've just customized them on my own, which is what, like I said, you can do all of these things for your clients. This can be listed when you're selling social media services. This can all be a part of what you're giving them as a part of your services, which is where that SaaS magic comes into play. And
And
remember, SaaS means software as a service.
And I
Go ahead.
appreciate you
Sorry.
sharing your site, Molly, because I know you have several brands. I know you have several avatars that you serve, and you have a separate process and place they go. And I just want to comment on this for the audience to be aware. What you're seeing now with starfunnels.io is her consumer-facing brand for maybe the small to medium-sized business owner. And almost like how she has shared with you with the social media marketing aspect of your personality, the website reflects the personality, the Instagram. So everything has to speak to each other. You can't like be super professional in one area and then super fun and wild in another. It just confuses people if they have the right thing, and the colors matter. So when we spoke about brand colors, Molly, you told us about the brand color process and the messaging with the GPT and all these assets that are included. For me and for a handful of the audience that I'm seeing in the comments, it makes sense now. Because before I'm thinking as a newbie mindset hat, why is this so complicated? Why are there so many moving pieces? It's because subconsciously you need to speak to your audience so they can put together like a puzzle, whether they like puzzles or not, on why they should invest the time with Molly, her team, you, or the software. So again, this isn't probably anything new to those that have been doing this for a long time, or maybe it's a refresher. Because I know we move quick in this ecosystem, in this high level community, and we are innovators. And our theme at the Level Up Summit was let's make better what we have now. So I want you to use that same concept for this. Molly, when it comes to like building the website, the social media. Could you share a little bit about your process around why you went the fun, approachable style versus the corporate what the big companies are doing now, and they're doing okay with that style?
Yeah, actually, this comes down to one thing, and you like started to go towards it. You said that when you're putting this out, if you put things out and it's really corporate and really fun, that it's confusing for your ideal client, guess what else? It's confusing for you. When I go back and I look at my old content, you can see that was really like there's some videos that I used to do where I am so crazy. Like you think I'm crazy now, I was so crazy. And then I would try to put on like a stuffy, and I'm going to talk about clothes for a second, which I know might not make sense to all of you, but it matters because we all get dressed every day. I would put on something that was like a stuffy, like, pencil, whatever, pencil skirt brand. And I love a good pencil skirt, but I would put on something that was like very stuffy and I wouldn't feel like me. And then when people would work with me would start to come out. And I realized it was way better if I could just show up authentically as who I am. So now when I speak, I wear sparkle pants every single time I speak because these pants make me feel like me. And that's basically what we're doing with our business. We have to make sure that there's a blend between letting your freak flag fly, finding your weird, and bringing it out in a way that it really meets your ideal client. And when we're doing that, what we're really looking at is how we're going to actually put this out into the world. How are you going to put this out into the world? And it may feel a little scary for you at first. I was on a coaching call yesterday and someone was saying that they just were getting scared about how they put things out there. If you're here, you know who you are. And I said, like, we cannot be worried about the perfection in each post because there's going to be another post tomorrow. There's going to be more things happening. So when we're putting these things out there, when you are actually showing up as your weird, wonderful self, right? There's so many things to do. It can feel very overwhelming. So we're going to simplify it right here. And I'm going to give you the plan to become your best case study. I see so many people in this space who are brilliant at marketing other people, and they are horrible at marketing themselves because they're focused so much on their clients' businesses. And this happens to me sometimes also. So my team knows, like, sometimes I have to go, hello, we are a client too. Pretend that we are our best client. It happens to all of us. So you want to become your best case study. And the first thing to have in place when you are becoming your best case study is something that I call the social triangle. The social triangle is this. If you want these platforms to give you more reach, if you want to get in front of your ideal client, you have to have these three things in place in order to actually show up in people's news feeds. The first is you have to actually show up on the platform. So if you are looking to build a social media business and you hate social media, you better hire some awesome team members who are willing to show up for you. Okay. Your brand needs to be on social media if you are selling social media services. Not only because it tells the algorithm that you're there, when you show up, it tells the algorithm, oh, this person is actually active. It also tells the humanism. So when humans see your posts, they think like, oh, this person is actually active, right? They know what they're doing. The next thing is your client. On these platforms, you want to dedicate at least, we say at least 3 days a week. You want to go into these platforms and activate, engage near your clients. Go where your clients are hanging out. We call these, or my brain, we call these awareness playgrounds. They are awareness playgrounds. It's the places where you can find your ideal client. So, examples. Again, I am not telling you to do anything that I am not doing. There are awareness playgrounds online. The HighLevel community is an awareness playground for me. I obviously am not going to sell HighLevel services to other people who have already bought HighLevel, but I also offer coaching services on how to be on more stages. So when I show up as a human being who provides value, not being a salesy weirdo creeper, because we do not advocate being a salesy weirdo creeper, but when I show up and I provide value, I know some of you obviously here today are going to get a trial link. I'm an affiliate of HighLevel. I love that. Like that helps us to be able to have a consistent stream of revenue as an affiliate, which I'm so grateful for. I also know when I show up and I give value that there's going to be a trickle effect of people who are like, you know what, I'd love more support. So that's an example online. In person, I'm here in classes to go speak at this event because there's going to be people in that room who are my ideal clients. So again, that's me showing up in an awareness playground, providing value, deepening relationships. And then they come online, they see what's happening with my social media content, and I have a follow-up system in place. Okay, but I've got to tell the algorithm who my client is. So that means I'm going to go into groups and I'm going to provide value. I'm going to comment. I'm going to, engage. Then I have to give the platform what it wants. So what do these platform wants? What do these platforms want? I can speak English. What do these platforms want? Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, uh, Snapchat. What do they all want? They want to be TikTok because TikTok has figured out how to maintain attention. If you haven't noticed, over the past several years, all of these platforms have started copying what TikTok does. Even YouTube just recently, they launched shorts. That was a TikTok strategy. Then they launched long shorts. So now you can wear like khakis below your knees. So they've got long shorts because TikTok added long form video. So this is important that we pay attention to what the platform wants. What I really mean by that is they want attention. So most people will go on social media and they will say, oh, go grab my free trial. The link is in bio. That's not what you're going to do. You're going to say, hey, just like I showed you, and if you missed yesterday, I'm just going to show you the example because today is all about pulling it together. Like JB said, I'm going to show you the example. On my Instagram, and hopefully I'm not going to freeze now because I opened a new window. On my Instagram, I have a link here. Hold on. I have a link here where people could buy a little mini product from me, right? But what's the main thing that I have? These top 3 pinned posts. This one says, want the system that allowed me to go from 0 to 50K in just 3 months? Say roadmap below and I'll give you a 46-page guide. 800 comments on this post of people who comment with the word roadmap. Again, this is all possible in HighLevel. They comment with the word roadmap. I send them a DM. Be sure to follow this account so the message goes through because Instagram has some weird messenger rules now. When that happens, they get an automated message. And like I showed you yesterday, you can put them straight into a pipeline for the follow-up system to be in place. But the big important thing here with the social triangle is that if I had put a link on top of this video and said, go click the link, it breaks the social triangle. The platforms are not going to give you reach when you're sending them to a competitor's place, which is your website. Really important, these 3 pieces. When you have these 3 things in place, that's when your reach starts to go up in front of the right people. Now, I want to just mention the idea of virality for a second, because it is possible on social to create like gimmicky, quote unquote, viral videos. So let me show you an example. That looks really funny. My son was a banana for Halloween. Okay, now let me show you a better example. There's a way to create these kind of gimmicky viral videos where this is an example. So where you're using another person's content to tap into what's already going viral. And sometimes they'll get massive reach. So I can show you here. Let me go very slowly. Sometimes they'll give massive reach. For one of my clients, the Chance Theater, who we mentioned, and this is a really cool strategy, but you have to be careful with it. They did a reel. So my team does all of the social media content for this local theater company. And they did a reel, or I actually did this reel. This was mine. I'm very proud of it. But I want to give you a little warning with it. And this is all about launching your stuff, right? So we did this reel. It's a Josh Groban video where Josh Groban is talking about the magic that happens when you hire a theater kid. Have you guys seen this video? It's so good. There's a feature inside of Instagram. It's also available in YouTube where you can go in and you can do what's called a remix. So I used AI with our brand voice to write this whole post. It's all AI generated with a few little zhuzhes from me on the top about the reasons to get your kids in theater classes now. Notice how I've tied this together. I took a viral video, I combined it with a buying belief to get them to want to sign up for theater classes. The potential danger here is this video has now reached over 1 million people. Potentially, it may be bringing in people who are not local to the chance. We're getting hundreds of followers every week because of this video, which is boosting this account. The clients are super happy about it. I'm super stoked about it. It's something that I believe in, but you have to be careful when you're doing these viral type videos because it may attract the wrong type of client. I had a video, or not even client, the wrong type of follower, which messes up your algorithm. So when you see people saying, I can get you these viral numbers, be careful. I did a video back in 2021 that hit a reach of 39 million. Okay. Facebook paid me $30,000 for that video. It was a monetized video. I've never had such an adrenaline rush as when Facebook paid me $30,000 for a 13-second video. JB, can you guess what the video was of?
I'm afraid to ask.
So, what the video was of was a random video that I found on my phone that I had taken because I was like, hey, I'm going to try and figure this out. I'm going to find the weirdest video I can find. I had used a bath bomb once that I put in the bathtub. And when I put it in the bathtub, I thought there was like herbs in it or lavender. It was bugs. There were bugs inside this bath bomb. I freaked out. I ran to tell my family. I came back upstairs. I took a video where I was whispering. I was like, my gosh, I went to use this bath bomb. And then at the very end, I said, I thought it was lavender. No, they're flipping termites. That's what I said in the video took the world by storm, and every bug expert decided to get in an argument, like cussing each other out on my Facebook page. My husband was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. We need to find every inappropriate, weird video and post it on your Facebook page. But you know what I said? No, because that is not my brand. And while we brought in 5,000 followers from that one video, that's not the strategy that I'm here to play. You may be here to play that strategy. I would rather have smaller reach in a more focused way. Okay. So just keeping that in mind.
And
Now,
if I could
one
just
piece.
jump in there real
Mhm.
quick, this comes down to being your best case study. So how I'm taking all the information you're sharing, and I'm hoping that the audience can resonate with this as well, is right. Taking other people's stories and remixing it is a great source. But I just want to share that you got to make sure you watch the whole video. And if it's a video that's in a different language, or you don't know what it really means, or the context of it seems a little weird, then don't remix that video, because I've seen situations that hurt situations where it's really not good business, and it's so much that you need to do to repair your business reputation. So reputation's key. I think that you should also keep that in mind as you're servicing your clients. And at the end of the day, making sure that although our goal is to, right, stand out as a bright star, whether it's daytime or nighttime, we want to stand out for all the right reasons, like Molly has shared. And you always have to have, I believe, your value and your offer at the core. What's the value you bring, and what's the offer and problem you solve? And it's so fast and so easy to get overindulge on this knowledge and on these strategies and see people's wins, like Molly's and others that have been on our stages, And it's easy to get discouraged. Like, wow, how come I can't do that? This didn't happen overnight. So that's why Molly has shared with you the platform, your client, the social triangle. And although social media may not be your play, it is a component of your playbook. So as we wrap this up, I just want you to really hone in on the questions you ask moving forward with about 15 minutes left on this training. And I want you to keep the questions around the learnings, not the software. See, we have a support team, help.gohighlevel.com, that can get you all the help you need at your own pace. We have our speakwith.us/success that'll get on a Zoom room with you like this. Let's keep the questions to this is my strategy. These are the clients. This is the niche, the industry. This is the feature I like. How can I do this? How can I do that? Or what do you recommend with the GPT? How can I monetize? Like, let's ask some strategic questions on two important parts. How do I productize and how do I monetize? Because social media and what Molly's about to unleash here for us, I think I just used like a chat GPT word. Sorry about that. But what Molly's about to share here is is fire.
Game changing strategy.
I just use like a chat GPT here, unleash, unlock, and who knows what else. But y'all get
Oh,
the
and I
point.
shared the.
And you're freezing up a little bit,
It's so
Molly.
true. It is so true. I love it.
Yes, you're
It's
freezing
because
up a little.
I went to the wrong screen. So,
Okay,
um,
sweet.
yeah.
So if you agree with me in
Am I
the chat,
frozen
let
now
me know
still?
below. We're at that
Okay,
15
good.
minute
Okay.
mark. Jordan,
All right.
Matthias here, and Mark is going to share in below in the comments the resources link. If you're an existing customer, you're going to get access to all the resources. If you're not an existing customer, you'll get access to it, but you need HighLevel to use the snapshot. The snapshot is the bread and butter of all this. That's the carbs and the
That's
energy
how it
you need.
That's the way that it all comes together. So it's really true. So there was a great question that came through in the chat, which is, so are you saying I don't actually have to talk to people? So I loved that question. And here's the thing, you have to have some sort of conversation with people, but it can be automated. The conversation can be happening at scale through your videos. Your videos can be one to many in order to sell like the 297 version of this, which you can sell like a basic entry level software, you can sell a $97 subscription with something like this if you're on the 297 plan. Like the way that you can do that can be automated. Once you get to those higher level things, we suggest that you at least have a messenger conversation or you have a team that's talking to people. But this marketing report and audit that you're able to do within the platform, you can offer that as a lead magnet, offer that as a free gift, automate it, and then you're going to see that inside HighLevel, they have now released the ability to add AI agents that not only type, but they speak with their voice. It is bananas. So we don't have time to get into that today, but let me tell you, it is wild what you're able to do. Okay, you have to make sure that when you're putting out value, you have a value and offer cadence. So just like at the beach, when the waves come in and go out, you need to have that offer cadence because if the waves only come in, we would all drown. If the waves only go out, we would all die of dehydration, right? There needs to be an ebb and a flow. And when I look at how we're going to do this value offer cadence, we teach a very specific system what to do daily, weekly, and monthly inside our programs. But all of this comes from one strategy that I learned in the 80s from the goddess, Whitney Houston. Now, if you have ever heard the song I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston, just say, I have nothing in the chat. Because when she starts this song, she sings, You see through. And it's really breathy and there's a little bit of vocal fry and it makes you go like, oh, Whitney, tell me more, right? You see through right to the heart of me. And that's like just a little bit of a value nugget that you're putting out. Then you give even more value. So like daily, you're kind of like do. And then once a week, You're going to go, I don't really need to look. And it's going to be very much further, right? And it's more like gritty and umphy. And people are like, oh my gosh, they're dropping roadmap in the comments. They need that thing from you. Then at the end of the week, you're going to go like, if I don't have you, and you're going to pull away a little bit, you, right? And then all of a sudden there's a bump, 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 you see through, right? Now we're to more value the next week. All of these things build up once a month. And this is the cadence that I teach. There's all different types of cadences, but once a month, I like to say, we get to the point where we're hearing the chorus of the song and it's like, don't make me close my door, right? But then something even more amazing happens. And in that song, you all know when it happens. When she's like, if when she does that, don't make me close on my door, right? And then she goes, don't make me close my door. And she's like belting that key change. That key change is when you make a leveraged offer. Today, this would be our key change. Okay, so this is the moment where we've built up all of this goodwill. We've built up all this excitement. And now at this point, we're dropping the resources, we're dropping the thing for you to get access to the major things. We're like, yes, throwing you all the bonuses. This is the Oprah moment. If you have Whitney moments with the key change all day, every day, people are going to tune out. We have to build in that value offer cadence. If that is helpful, let me know in the chat. And there's all different ways you can do this with a masterclass, a webinar, a 5-day challenge. You can automate it with like an evergreen webinar, which actually there is now a webinar software system inside HighLevel too. We do not have time to cover that today, but you can use HighLevel to deliver all of this. And then the real gold comes when you talk to humans. So if you're in a place like someone had mentioned earlier about not wanting to talk to people, it's really actually such an amazing benefit to get feedback from people, to get their questions. Like when you share your nuggets in the chat, that is so helpful for me for market research. It's so helpful for HighLevel for market research. And if I didn't talk to humans, I would be making things up that may not actually resonate with where people are at. So for me, the most important aspect is to talk to humans, then we automate, then we bring in the AI. Okay, we've got 12 minutes left. I'm so impressed with my timeliness of these slides today. I'm going to give you a little action plan. If this has been great for you, if you're grateful and this has like been awesome, please let us know in the chat. I'm so grateful for the team. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. My team side putting together these snapshots, the HighLevel team side putting together everything that they put together here. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm just going to give you a little action plan because remember, none of this works unless you actually show up and put it out. So your action plan is first, you're going to get the trial of HighLevel, or you're going to, maybe you're on the $97 plan and you realize like, oh my gosh, why am I not selling this? Why am I not offering this in a bigger way? That's where you may want to upgrade to the $297 or the $497, which you can do through that same link. Then you're going to follow this action plan. You're going to complete your company details. In the bonuses, which I think, do we have the bonuses almost ready?
Yep, I got a little slide for you at the end with that link.
Amazing. Okay, so at the end, we're going to give you the link for the bonuses. We're going to get the company details sheet. You're going to decide on your offer. Don't launch with all 5 of those offer packages I explained to you. Start with one. Your first offer could simply just be the HighLevel tool, right? That you're going to get people in on sub accounts. Your first offer is that you're just going to do messenger automation. You could sell one messenger automation bot, like we call it, for like once a month for $197 a month, or for $297. Sell it for $197. Sell it for $297. Give them the tool. You're going to build them a new automation every month. Awesome. Maybe you position it as a giveaway. That could work really, really well. You're going to be your best case study. You're going to show up and start putting this into action. Be your best case study. You're going to start offering guides and audits, free gifts, right? When you get this snapshot, you're going to get a lead magnet page it's a template you can use, make it your own. All the automations in there. You're going to start making offers, right? You're putting your content out there as your best case study. You're giving away something for free to start building your email list. I didn't really talk about this, but we call your email list your party bus. So if you're only engaging on social and you're not pulling people off of the platform, you are in big trouble, yo. So you have to make sure that you're going to, when you offer these guides and audits, you're bringing people off of the platform and into your pipelines. That is your party bus. That way, if something happens on the platform, that party bus can go to a different party. I have all kinds of stories about that. You're going to make offers. You're going to deliver amazing results because you have the tool to be able to do so. You're going to reach out for support and feedback if you need it. The HighLevel team is here. I'm here. I'm here with my own personal Facebook account, Molly Mahoney. That's me. Like as a human, I don't have team members in my personal Facebook account. My team is in my Instagram. You can reach out, ask questions, and then do it again. It's so easy. It'll only take like 2 minutes. Just kidding. It does actually take time. So if you look at this list and you're like, oh my gosh, how do I get started? Start by going over your brand guide and complete your company details. Um, we got any nuggets? We got time for questions. How are we going to get the resources, John?
I just want to be safe here because it looks like the Wi-Fi is hanging by a thread, and it's
Okay.
perfect timing. Could you go back to your slides? I added a few slides that if you could just walk through, it's going to give them everything
Oh,
they
you,
need so they could take screenshots if you're okay with it.
yeah. Which slides do you want me to walk back through?
Right after
Sorry, I
Nuggets,
just want to make sure. Oh,
I added 3 slides for
oh
you.
my gosh, you are, guys, John already added the slides to my, whoa, dude, you are so amazing.
Thank you. I
What?
think it's
You are
because our
blowing my
high-level
mind. So
users they
let me
just
actually
want they,
bring him
they
back up
want
on
to
the
know like
screen. Hold on one
straight
sec.
up. So I wanted to make it easy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know how it
Amazing. We're
is.
going to make it so easy. Thank you. Okay. So here's the final steps of your action plans. I love it. So, ta-da, right here. Get your snapshot. So you're going to go to, and I'm going to say this out loud because it may be kind of hard to see. Actually, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to make it white so you guys can read it. You're going to go to, and we'll put this in the chat as well. All right, all right. Okay, you're going to go to gohighlevel.com/ Molly Mahoney dash resources. Gohighlevel.com. I'm going to like make this a little bit bigger for y'all so you can totally see it. Thank you so much for adding these here. You're going to go to gohighlevel.com/ Molly Mahoney dash resources. That's where you're going to go get all the resources. You're going to find the documents that I shared. You're going to find the snapshot. If you want support, you get 24-hour live support. Speakwith.us/success. Speakwith.us/success is where you're going to go to get that support. And the amazing help guide, you can get that by going to help.gohighlevel.com. Help.gohighlevel.com. And once again, if you did not get that trial yet, the snapshot will not work. So when you click on the snapshot link inside the resources, it's actually going to open inside your HighLevel account. So if you're on a white label of someone else's HighLevel account, just know that you're going to have to reach out to them to have them install it. And that is so that when you're selling a white label version of the software, somebody doesn't totally screw up what they've got going on with their software and mess up and break all your things. So it's actually great that HighLevel ensures that we don't screw things up. When you go into the resources, let me actually just go back and show you this. When you go into the resources, we'll go back to that link in here, right? This link right here, it's a Google Drive. And inside this Google Drive, you're going to find a document with all of the resources. Now, there's a couple of Loom videos that I had said I would make for you. I'll make sure that I'll come back, John, and add some of those Loom videos. This was a crazy week to do this, right? I knew I was traveling, but when they HighLevel asked me to do this, I was like, if the Wi-Fi is not fully there, I'm at least fully going to be there. So I love
So
it. Do you have any
so
questions that you want to make sure to answer?
absolutely, Molly. So the Loom video. So just want to make it clear for everyone here that Molly has fulfilled above and beyond what was been asked of her regards to Snapshot and all the resources. She is definitely the type that she's part of our community already, so she may add additional items to that resource link. But everything that's there is for you to go and take action on. Anything extra she'll share in her channels, and if you're connected with her, you'll see what I mean by that. But the package is complete.
The
Happy
package is
holiday. Here
complete.
you
That is
go.
true.
Here's
That
your
is true. That
gift,
is true.
right?
Happy
So
holidays. And you
this
know
is the
what? Actually,
bonus.
just to make let me just make that actually clear because I get to be crazy. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a YouTube video going deeper into the messenger automation because, as you guys know, I have been doing messenger automation since 2018. And so I have loads of automations built out in other tools from before HighLevel had this. We have started moving our tools, our messenger automation into HighLevel because they just released this last year, right? There's a couple of things that I want to make sure you're aware of in the nuance and how this works in HighLevel, especially how it works in the follow-up processes. So I'm not going to add anything else into this bonus folder because that could probably confuse us with all of that. I'll do a YouTube video later. The Prepared Performer is my YouTube that really goes into this messenger automation piece just to make sure you guys have all those details.
Awesome. And then, for those that are tuned in here, you have all the links. Again, any questions you have, you could join the Zoom, the help guide, comment below. We're here to help you. Help me give a warm thank you to Molly Mahoney and the last 3 days, just unpacking and giving our
Gosh, wait,
community,
wait,
our
wait,
audience,
wait,
our folks here an amazing
hold up.
time of learning and fun. Thank you so much, Molly. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you. There's one question that's so important that I meant to add into my slides, and I'm so glad that someone asked it. So we have 3 minutes left for me to show you what to do with the Brussels sprouts. Can I show you what to do with
Wait,
the Brussels
there's
sprouts?
more.
I'm so sorry. I'm so grateful for this person who asked about the Brussels sprouts because I meant to add it into my slides today so that I didn't forget what to do. So I'm actually just going to search for the word Brussels sprouts on Facebook because I know I'm going to find somebody's post. So if I search Brussels sprouts, yes or no, right? This is what we're going to find. So this is my favorite engagement post on social. And I'm going to go to posts. I'm going to find someone's Brussels sprouts yes or no post. We're going to find one. Okay, we're just going to use this and pretend that this is a yes or no post. Can I see post I've seen? All right. So when you write, oh my gosh. Oh, I said yes or now. That is a subliminal thing. Yes or now is how I feel about Brussels sprouts. National Brussels Sprouts Day. Okay, so when you write Brussels sprouts, this is my tortoise that I babysit, Brussels sprouts, yes or no. When you write Brussels sprouts, yes or no, just as a basic post, right, like this, check this out. I did not know I was going to find this one. This is Christine Tremulay. She wrote Brussels sprouts, yes or no. She got 123 comments.
What?
What you're going to do with this, yeah, it works, y'all. If you did the Brussels sprout post, tell us in the chat how it worked for you. What you're going to do is you're going to open the comments. You're going to reply to the people who commented, and then you're going to identify whether or not they are a friend and family member, whether they are a potential client, or whether or not they are someone who could help you book more speaking engagements. We have a program called Talk Stars where I help people to get on more stages, and connecting with people who help you to book speaking engagements as like a networking trick online is so powerful. You're going to take that person's name, you're going to go over to your HighLevel account, you're going to create an opportunity with that person's name in your pipeline, and you're going to follow up. And you may be like, wait a minute, they didn't actually ask for anything that had to do with my business. They just said they liked Brussels sprouts or they didn't. I don't care. You now have a connection point. You can do everything that we talked about today to move that connection forward and to qualify them to see if they're interested in the content or the stuff that you're providing, or to see if they're a great referral resource. Talking to humans is the most important thing you can do in your business. And we did it all with 1 minute to spare. Thank you.
So awesome. Thank you so much, Molly. Molly, could you do me a favor here? Uh, let everyone know here if they've got this fear or anxiety around putting themselves on social media, what's one or two reasons why they should just snap out of it, put on their cap, their goggles, do a hand dance, something, and just
Yeah,
say
funny.
it's all in your brain.
Yeah, this time of year is especially a reminder of how important it is for us to stay true to who we are as humans and to remember that the world needs you. There is someone out there who is praying, begging for you to show up and to support them and to help them. And there is nobody else on this planet who can do it the way that you do it. But if you stay hidden, if you don't actually show up and put your message out there, they're never going to find you. They're never going to have the chance to have their life transformed because you've let your fear hold you back. It's time to push through that fear, feel the fear, do it anyway, elevate your awesome, show up, be you. The world needs to hear from you.
Look, folks, that's all we got for day three. Thank you for hanging out with us. If you have any questions, comment below. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay below. Till next time, we'll see you. We got more coming at you. It's time to AI-ify your business, yourself, and your mindset. Till next time. Bye now.